all over the world we are facing criminalization for our social protests. We are facing every day the violence of the capital against the rights of people, of the human beings, and against nature. So we think that there's a similar strategy or the same strategy all over the world. So we need to be united in diversity to be able to overcome this challenge. We do that at different levels. We realize that we need to work very much at the local level, but to really keep in touch among the different regions of the La Via Campesina, so to reinforce our struggle and to show solidarity against the same enemy, basically.
What is important about this conference is that we come together to share our view, our challenges, how the situation is, we analyze the situation. It's very much important because we took a look at the international level on how are the things, how is agricultural reform is happening. It was very much important to do it here in Italy, in Brazil, because in Brazil, this is where we have seen the true revolution of agrarian reform. As we visited most of the places, like where I am today, this is the place where the survivors of the massacre of April 17, 20 years ago, have been relocated to stay.
So yesterday we participated in the youth camp celebrating remembering the massacre of El Dorado dos Carajos, where 19 farmers were killed 20 years ago because they were claiming land for themselves and for the population, for people to grow food to live off. So we really think that celebrate this moment is important to strengthen our solidarity against speculation, against capitalism, and to remember us that fighting for land is something that is going to be a long struggle, but it's going to be a fruitful one, no matter what happens in the meanwhile. We put together, over these 3 days, we put together a strategy to guide us in the next few years of struggle, and it has been really important for us to be globally from whole of the countries here, because the strategy needs to be worldwide, like the challenge that we face, which is the same worldwide. We focused on the implementation of the responsible governance of land tenure, which is a tool that put land into the human right approach and take it off the trade approach. So it's an important tool for us to reclaim land to people. And we decided that we are going to focus against criminalization of the social struggle, because all over the world people faced violent repression of his, his struggle to reach his human rights and regarding land and resources. So we really look forward to having a solidarity and unified approach towards our struggle and our challenges.
The challenges that we are facing is one common problem. It's capitalism, agro-businesses, because they are expanding their activities. As you know, that the pro-savanna, which is happening in Africa and also including in some other parts of Brazil, where they introduce foreign crops, monoculture, soybeans. Most of the things that they cultivate is what we call agrofuels, which those chemicals, those plants are used for export and to make fuels, or also to feed to feed animals that are not intended for the local people. No, there's a need of agrarian reform in Africa, because we have seen the influx of multinational restaurants such as KFC, Pizza Hut, those multinational which have stolen the culture of African people to eat at home, to cook food, and because people have been colonized through that system, they think including the TV, the media is portraying bad messages, saying that those are the good food, while on the other hand, you see that food is only people with money who can access that food. And including the drought. This year we have got drought in Africa, especially the southern region of Africa. The consequences was that the food prices increased because there was a drought. So what if people had power to produce their own food? That's why there's a need for agrarian reform. There was not going to be this crisis of food price increase at the moment.